So, hey guys, Simon here, and I thought I'd do something a little different. Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, the director's cut. So I bought the Broken Sword trilogy off Steam. It was on special a few days ago. It's apparently a point-and-click adventure, so it's not like any of the other games that I've done so far. Well, maybe no architecture, but I've heard it's quite good. The last game in particular is really good, apparently, according to the reviews. And the music's kind of nice so far. And apparently the story's kind of interesting too, so maybe I'll play through this game and I'll record it and see how it goes. If it's not good, I won't upload it, but if it's good, then yeah. So, alright, let's just go straight into it. I've set the audio settings.
Pah-ree, city of love, romance and dreams.
That's
So they
Paris.
say. I used to say it too. But ever since that day, the day of the murder, I've always associated my beloved Paris with death.
The music might be a bit loud still. Yeah, the music is a bit loud still. I might have to turn that down. Pah-ree is Paris, by the way. If you haven't figured it out yet. See the Eiffel Tower in the background. We have some industrial buildings at the front here. I wonder if they just took a photo of Paris and then drew it. They probably did.
I was at home having a bath when my editor called.
Collard, get your ass over to the Palais Royal now. You got an interview. With Pierre Carchon. Yes, the Pierre Carchon. No photos, so leave your gear at home. He asked for you personally. Don't ask me why. Anyhow, this could be big, so if he makes a pass, don't forget. Just smile, say yes, and keep taking notes.
So charming and so very apt. Pierre Carchon was a media king, a national hero, and one of the most infamous adulterers in Europe. He and his wife Imelda were just one step down from royalty. Whoa, I hate mimes, but unless you humor them, they don't go away. Here I was, the palace of the Media King and the Ice Queen. I pressed the doorbell and set in motion a chain of events which would change my life forever.
Yes? What is it?
Madame, my name is Nico Collard. I'm here to see Monsieur Carchon.
Come up, we're on the first floor.
That woman has a British accent.
Madame Carchon, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm sure.
The Ice Queen was certainly living up to her reputation. Will you be staying for the interview?
Mademoiselle, I know little of my husband's business affairs, and I care even less. I certainly have no intention of watching him pore over yet another pretty little journalist.
Pretty? You're too kind, madame.
Oh snap.
Ah, the talented and very beautiful Mademoiselle Collard. Such a pleasure to meet you at last.
Monsieur Carchon, I am honored.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Call me Pierre, please. But I do not flatter you idly. I was a friend of your father. He was a great man.
My father, he never mentioned.
He and I were very close. And then his death. So tragic. I must... Imelda, your damned cat's in my study again. Another Ming vase, I suppose. Excuse me for one moment, my dear girl.
You journalists are getting younger each year.
Perhaps it's the rest of the world getting older, madame. That was no cat.
God, what? Monsieur Carchon!
Really? The mime did it? I don't know what's going on.
He's dead. I must call the police. You'd better stay here.
There was a man. It was the mime. Do you think he...
Well, I believe we can rule out suicide, don't you?
No wonder they called her the Ice Queen.
It was the
She
mime.
would have been top of my list of suspects if I hadn't seen the attacker myself. And if I hadn't come across a couple of murders just like this already.
Wait.
One of the most important men in Europe murdered. And here was I, Nico Coulard, alone at the scene of the crime. Should I wait for the cops? Or start my own investigation? It was a no-brainer.
Yeah, wait for the cops. You've seen other mimes kill people already? What's... Okay. Move the mouse cursor, cool. Okay, yeah. To discover areas of interest, which will be indicated by an animating blue... Oh, cool. So we don't actually have to like click on everything. It'll indicate a blue circle. When the cursor passes over an object we can interact, it will change to an animating icon. Okay, so it's not too bad. Like, some of these adventure games are really weird, like the clues don't make sense and stuff like that, so hopefully this is not gonna be too bad. Briefcase, inventory, diary, access to the diary, question mark to get puzzle hints. Oh good, might be using a lot of those. Spanner icon, okay cool, done. I might have to turn these down. Like, it seems a lot quieter now. I think maybe it's only the introduction that was that loud. Okay, book.
The bookcase was filled with obscure first editions.
Well, thank you for not saying anything useful.
It contained rows of titles I didn't recognize.
Okay.
Programming the Z80 by Rodney Zacks. Ah, the romance, the drama, the great classic novels had a lot to learn.
What's that sound? And is that supposed to be a joke?
It contained rows of
Okay.
titles I didn't recognize.
Maybe that sheep sound means that there's nothing else to click.
A bust of Pierre Carchon, humble servant of La France.
That's him. He's dead.
A bust of Pierre Carchon. Pierre Carchon again. His eyes seemed to follow me around the room. Pierre Carchon again.
Alright. Maybe there's more.
It contained
Nope.
It contained...
Nope. Okay. So, the window, like, the mime... The mime, oh my god. The mime broke in through the window, killed Pierre. Let's look at his body.
Mimes and guns don't usually go together, but I had an idea that this was no ordinary mime. I'd come across this murderer before, and written about him. The costume killer, at least that's what I'd called him.
Great. Great. There's a... Oh, what's this?
It was one of my hair clips. My favorite, in fact. It must have fallen when I was knocked down.
I don't think we should be meddling with the crime scene like this. Hey, your face.
I closed his eyes.
Oh my
It was
God.
the least I could do for the poor fellow.
No, you are tampering with the evidence.
I opened his eyes. Best to leave the crime scene as I found it.
Well, you didn't, because you moved them already. Well, actually, I did, I guess, so maybe I'm the one who's being an idiot.
Some people hate searching corpses for clues. Me, I'm okay with it. Reminds me of an old boyfriend.
What? Is that half a fortune cookie? What was this?
In his pocket,
Oh.
I found a ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. Taking the ticket meant I tampered with the evidence. There was no going back now.
Was there a choice? Could I have just left and done nothing? Now I'm... Because, you know, with me and computer games, I just click everything. Usually. Could I have left this and just left and walked out?
Carchon had been shot. Carchon had been shot.
Are you sure?
Carchon had been shot.
Okay. Blah blah blah. Okay, click and hold and drag. Okay, I see. Wait, I can't just look at it?
It was a boat ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. When I was a little girl, Papa used to take me on the Bateau Mouche as a treat. It was a boat ticket stamped Bateau de la...
Boat ticket.
It was one of my hair clips.
Okay, I guess I'm done here. Like, there's nothing else to click on. Nothing else to click on.
I closed his eyes.
Yeah,
It was the least I could do for the poor fellow.
we'll just tamper with the evidence like we don't care.
Pierre Carchon again.
Window.
A small round piece of glass had been cut out of the pane. This was a professional job.
I can tell it's professional because it's a perfect circle. Do you know how difficult it is to draw a perfect circle?
I didn't want to cut myself and leave blood on the glass. Call me old-fashioned, but I like to keep my DNA to myself.
I think you've left your DNA around already. You know, hair, other things.
Not a good idea to touch the broken glass.
Fine. What else do we want to do? Is that broken glass on the ground? I can't click on it. There's the door. What else can I click on? Nothing else. Okay, then let me just play with that. Yeah, fingerprints. Who cares?
The killer must have used a ladder to reach the window. He was long gone. Guess he folded that ladder up, popped it in his pocket and took it with him.
Or he climbed this sculpture thing. I guess that's it. It's quite...
The police could turn up at any minute. Somewhere there were clues to the murder, and I needed to find them.
It's quite good actually. Like when I clicked on the door just now, the screen just faded instead of waiting for it to walk to the edge of the screen. So the game is kind of optimized, leaving out the boring stuff a little bit.
A medieval pageant. Original, no doubt. The tapestry must have cost a fortune.
Well, it didn't save his life.
The tapestry must... A Louis XIV's table with an antique cloth. Imelda had taste. But hey, with a husband that rich, taste is easy.
No. Ask any American celebrity and you'll realize that taste is not easy when
A
you're rich.
magnificent antique table.
What's this? What can I... Look at this table. I think these are Babylonian, possibly Greek, or maybe the Greeks borrowed it from the Babylonians, the winged eagle or the whatever that is.
I reckoned that cloth might just turn out to be useful.
Oh,
Even my fingernail wouldn't fit into such a small hole.
that's what he said. Okay, I shouldn't do jokes like that. Okay, let's see.
Aha!
Really?
Nico, you are just so damn good at this stuff.
That's a keyhole? And what's this?
Instead of comforting Imelda, I was ransacking her flat. Why? Because there was something going on here, and I had to get answers before the cops arrived. And hey, she'd been rude to me, so she had it coming.
Wow, you really have to justify this? What is
A key.
this?
Maybe a safe key. The cloth was embroidered with an unusual symbol.
It's a cross. It's a cross, it's not unusual. Nice table though, look at that. Let's get out of here. Should we look at the environment of it? No, there's nothing particularly interesting about the environment. It's a kind of an old palace, I guess. What's this? Oh, she's right there.
It was a tube of acrylic paint. French ultramarine. Just the colour I was after for my bathroom.
I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone is...
Stealing your paint.
Young lady, what are you doing? Oh, this paint. It's my favourite colour.
For God's sake, keep the damn stuff.
I'm stealing your stuff. Hope you don't mind.
Imelda had talent, but I certainly wasn't going to tell her that.
Why not? Wow, what a bitch.
Imelda had talent, but I certainly...
Okay, let's see the... It's not that special. Should I talk to her or just ransack more of the house? Let's do that. Locked?
The door was
Yeah, I
locked.
thought so. So there's a safe here somewhere. Wouldn't the safe be in the study? Not that I can tell. Maybe I can ask the woman where her safe is and pretend not to be intending to steal stuff from it. Hey woman.
Excuse me, madame.
Yes?
Oh, I can ask her about objects, I see. What is that hairstyle? Is that Aeon Flux from the movie?
I am so sorry for your loss, madame.
No, you're not. You're a journalist. Journalists don't feel sorry.
Not true.
We shall see.
How are you gonna see my feelings?
How did your husband know my father?
I have no idea.
You didn't know him? Thierry Coulard.
Pierre knew a lot of people I didn't know, most of them women.
Well, my father was not a woman. If that's not obvious.
Why would a mime want to kill your husband?
Pierre had plenty of enemies. Half the husbands in Paris for a start.
Wait, the mime is married? The mime is reproducing? That's terrible.
Why did your husband send for me? What did he want to discuss?
I have no idea. His business was his business.
He never told you anything.
No, and frankly I preferred it that way. This is quite a scoop for you. I suppose you're already inventing the headlines.
Just because I am a journalist.
Don't patronize me. You're all cut from the same cloth. Do you have any moral sense at all?
No, you're patronizing me. Okay, let's be nice.
Yes, that's why I do this job.
You do it to see your name in print.
As if my editor